On stream, and let's get on the server, shall we? Quick. So, now, let's calibrate my model and arms up. So, voila. So, that gone. I just have to press back into the game. And we should be ready. Multiplayer, server lists, GTCS, Indianapolis. Oh boy. Rain. That's fun. Penrosy-chan. I see somebody renamed themselves in game. Right, we need some track experience here now. I have a J. Lopez Indy setup, but like not really much of a trim this is. 60 liters roughly. Brake press is probably fine. TC2 off. We need to obviously fit a set of dry tires or wet tires on the car, not dry, wet. Wet. And then go to temperature wise, I think 27 psi would go front tires, and rear tires 26.7. That should roughly give us the correct pressures. Fuel strategy, we'll apply this to a second strategy. And there we are. Ignition, starter. And maybe recalibrate. So, I think I've never. I think I maybe raced here with not raced, but like driven the track with the. Driven the track here since getting my wheelbase, but outside of that, so switch the lights on. Okay, hello there. It's looking pretty damn wet. Might have needed to bring more pressure in. It's this wet. That spray from that Lexus is already enough to just clog my windscreen completely. I'm not gaining on him. Whee! And the steer. Definitely have to lift through this corner. Or just oversteer, I guess. Camp is only 8 faster, so like I was barely keeping up with him. That does not fill me with confidence. Maybe the track conditions have just gotten so much worse that like nobody can improve on each other. Have to see. Still though, him outpacing me is not good. Hello, Carl? We sort of just aquaplaned off the circuit. Tire pressures are a bit on the low side. There's a lot of ABS chatter into that braking zone. I don't know if I want to increase or decrease the ETC setting. 16th! Holy shit. Yeah, the track's getting worse. Okay, look. Oh yeah, right, I didn't set a time, because that was not valid, that lap. I forgot it was not a valid lap, but like I was 5 seconds off the pace still anyway. I didn't know that they put Bentleys up now as roundabout decoration. Oh yeah, the rain briefly stopped here. You can cut this corner a lot before it will bite you for that. Oh, I pressed this twice. Although, how many windscreen wiper settings are there is a good question also. Are there 3 plus off? Or are there 2 plus off? I think there are 3 plus off. A bit of improvement here, still. Just like 5 seconds off the pace. But how much that pace is right now reproducible is the other question. Upshifting was not the greatest idea. Oh, brakes. It's not a smooth line there. But immediately we can take this corner flat again. Worked early there. Not the like the 400 marker is just barely stoppable off. I don't know if it's my ABS or TC setting maybe. But it's not helping that one. How easy this car wants to slip here. Now it is really in its element. I feel really the car nicely. I think also in part because the tires are now actually in the pressure range. That helps as well. That's about as high as you can get away with. Yeah, I think Penrose is moving the benchmark further forward. Well, Penrose is driving right in front of me, and he's the fastest. He's only 4 seconds in front of me, and I'm holding the gap roughly stable. So let's patch this guy in front of me here. Might do silly dives, but like, it's practice. I'm not even in a race. I'm not gonna dive you out of 10 miles back. 15 minutes till the next heavy rain shower. Although we'll see light rain probably sooner. Also, there's not too much time left in the session anyway. On the brakes, turn in. Go faster and faster and faster for these corners here. Yeah, we're matching Penrose in front. 2/10 faster, but like that's not the difference. Although I mean, I did do an overtake that lap. That was not good. Yeah, just headed deep there. The tire pressure is starting to come back up high even. cut this one probably a bit more than what we've been doing. That section can be smoothed out a bit more. Suddenly the car actually stops for this corner, it's kind of incredible. I still don't really have a braking marker for the penultimate turn. So we need that. Yeah, Penrose pulled over there. I need to stay out more here to do a later turn in. And still too far off the curb there. A bit of rotation over the curb there. Okay, hit the wall there. Was not ideal. That slide. Too greedy on throttle, just way too greedy. Again, brush the wall. Stepped on the throttle instead of the counter steering. We're starting to slip slide a bit much. Yeah, left side tire pressure is starting to come up. I think if I cut the first part a bit more, it will not actually help me that much. It works a bit counterintuitively in that sense. Yeah, track still declared wet. We'll continue driving till the end of the session for extra track mileage. Let's see a reason to adjust the setup. That's an invalidation. Sort of have to check it. So I have to check those things.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, we're sort of stuck now at our pace, despite that the track is obviously drying off. That's interesting. Can't improve right now anymore. Is it because the left side tires have exited their optimal range? Or what is going on there? Well, faster than the guy in front of me. Not necessarily by much. Only up to about half a second. Go on, turn. Ah, there comes the rain again. Because no, that's not the spray from the car in front. That's rain. It's a bit deep into the brakes here. Okay, sure. Not stopping there easily. Four minutes remaining in the session. Even slower than the guy in front of me driving. And 10. It seems like maybe the overpressure on the left side tires is hurting me here. Yeah, good luck to you as well. Guess you haven't done too many laps here in these conditions, considering you're like sitting P16 or something. I mean, I saw you earlier as a roundabout decoration. In the dog leg, so... Yeah, it's gonna get interesting if this is gonna be a wet race, which it probably will be again. That's not good. Let's hope you can overcome that for the race. While you're gonna race. Yeah, it do be like that. It do be like that sometimes.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
And I had on Thursday where my upload rate suddenly dropped to 0. And I only noticed it like an hour after it happened, so my stream got basically destroyed there. And then it took me an hour to like figure out what it was, and yeah, I had to unload the the kernel module for the Ethernet driver. Had to unload the Ethernet driver and reload it, and that fixed it. But that's obviously Linux. But hey, I haven't had that on me before. I've run servers for months without touching them, and they never did something like that. Yeah, that does oftentimes help. Restarting the router also helps, especially when dealing with latency issues. Although you're saying it's latency to change gear. Not latency in terms of network latency, because that's way more common of an issue for me. Yeah, over the years you encounter very strange phenomena. Everything down to like your PC rejecting the AMD drivers and just crashing the entire driver stack. And that's on the Windows. Although I've encountered that also in the Linux as well. Minecraft with KDE for some reason does that with me occasionally. Well, I haven't used KDE in a while, and not playing Minecraft either. Let's practice a pit entry, although we probably will cause the session to be reset. Yeah! Yeah, precisely. We cause the session to be reset as soon as I touch the pit lane entry. Oh, what else was a classic? Right. Let's go here.
Life to death.
You're working for a company with 3 letters?
No.
So I don't know who is taking the trial pivot today. And I can pretty much say that Doug found the soundboard. So if Junior don't want to do it,
You can do it if you want to do the ground breaker.
well, there isn't much to say. It's the final round of our championship today. As you might see, it is going to be wet. The conditions are very tricky. The lines you're supposed to take on a trial racetrack, you cannot do it on a wet track, not most of it. So just be aware that all of you just leave each other the space to race on. And yeah, as we are going to the space thing, the pit exit of it is kind of strange because it leaves directly on the turn exit. So be aware that if you're coming out of the pits, just stay on the right side of the track, so you pretty get out of the contact zone of other cars who are just crossing the turn. So as we are getting into the pits, also the same thing, stay on the right side of it, because it could be a bit hard to presume the entry of it if you hadn't trained it already. And I think that's all of it. Anything, anyone?
Well, yeah, just to add for what Justin says, obviously the championship is super tight adding into tonight. There is 1 point separating P1 and 2. P3, I don't think it's here tonight. So
Half a point.
for the championship to the finishing rate, some of them can end up in P3. There's like 8 points separating P4 to P9. It's super, super close tonight. What we can do and what we should be doing is emphasising that turn 1 is extremely tight. However, you can go side by side, but it requires 2 cars to give the room either side to each other. So we're expecting you guys, especially lap 1, sector 1, to leave the room to race, i.e. no squeezing into turn 1 to all three give each other the room to race, basically, guys. Especially the first lap. That's what we'd appreciate, given that it's all to play for tonight for the championship. It's wide open. Also, big congratulations to can you stop Lukas for last week winning the race over in Nordschleife. Yeah. With that said, obviously, good luck to everybody tonight. It's the final round. Should you wish to have an interview, you can come in after the race and have an interview with us. If there's any questions for any of you guys, we'll get into the qualifying session. Perfect.
Oh, just want to say good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
You're lucky.
Good luck. Right. So, qualifying is about to come up. The question is, how wet is gonna be the track for Qualy? I would like to practice a pit entry, but I guess we have to do this in qualifying probably. We have 20 minutes to do that. So there's at least some time. I'm waiting for them to fast forward the session briefly. Our ritual horse. That's funny. Thanks. Good luck to you too. It's gonna be fun. In these conditions, yeah. Oh, I forgot my water bottle. Let's grab that.
Green light. Go, go, go.
So, qualifying has gone in, and it's heavy rain right now. As far as I can tell from the pit lane here, we're gonna probably need more pressure into the tires. That track looks decently wet. Zero 4 up on all tires. And get off the jacks and get going. Oh, an ignition would help. Windscreen wiper, headlights, rain light. That yard of bricks feeling on the steering wheel is definitely a bit of an interesting phenomenon. So a bit unfortunate this track doesn't have like 100 pit boxes like Suzuka, because it definitely has the space. Like, I mean, in real life they would for this track space them out a bit more, the pit boxes. But yeah, right, we hands move the brake bars here. That doesn't look that. Yeah, I think it does look quite wet. Yeah, we flowed out quite well there. Oh yeah, I mean, look at that. There's so much water in front of us. Let's see what we can do on our first run. Yeah, tire pressure's still on the low side. Brakes worked pretty okay into turn 1. I waited a bit too long there for the exit. Left tires might be getting up to pressure, but at least only in those corners, I guess. Yeah, second gear's more than enough for acceleration there, and more than enough for wheel spin. You can, however, take this corner flat here, so not quite as bad as early on in practice. No, that wasn't front lockup. Let's see where the clock will stop. 43.6. P1 momentarily. Mostly that slower exit was faster last time, and we're way too fast into this corner. Lost the rear end completely on entry. Laps are right off at this point. I don't know if the conditions are improving or deteriorating right now. If that lap was the best we can do here in these conditions, or if there's more in it. I have half a second right now on Penrose, okay? Sure. That's a bit broken. That's a bit unreasonable. I think there's a few spots where I can improve, and it doesn't seem like the deterioration is at least fast. Alright, there's still a long time to go in this qualifying session. Yeah, and there's a light decrease of rain incoming. Not a heavy decrease, but light decrease for the next 15 minutes. So continuing to log laps will be important. Yeah, I mean, I found even more time there, despite having had that massive moment early on the lap. Come on, turn. No, I was very cautious in comparison. I don't know, it feels somewhat like we're losing traction, but then again also the lap times are improving. Yeah, Belshite has just gone from being in my chat to being faster than me. Me ain't attracting Astons, it's one of those things. Yeah, track is improving. Quite substantially, in fact. I think we just killed some sort of styrofoam board that was laying there still. Ah, I had way too much oversteer there. That cost me my retaking provisional pole. 210s just lost in the fun. What was that? Yeah, engine map decrease. Nope, we don't put that. Come on, bite! Yeah, the track is drying off. As you can see that from the tire pressures, they are going up. Didn't cut that as much as before. Important cut is this one. Deep here again. Yeah, there's a bunch of styrofoam board pieces laying around. Not much gain there. I'm just trying to short shift and see if I can get more traction out of it that way. That was a bit too deep. What's the weather? Okay, it will increase again over the next 15 minutes. But it will decrease in the next 5 minutes still.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Our tire pressures are starting to go high on the left. It's a very minimal changes in rain strength. Yeah, I think I might just return to garage and just get some fresh tires, slightly lower pressure on the left, and go back out. Try one more time. But hey, even if I put the car on the front row and like top 5, that's good enough. Don't need to necessarily be first. Let's practice the pit entry here, because it's a quite tricky one. Speed limit's there. Yeah. That was borderline pit speeding. Hello. Return to garage. And then Craig goes past me. So, slight decrease on the left, as I said. And that's it. And I could have also fixed the other settings that we haven't fixed yet. Which amounts to the brake bias being wrong and the TC and AB. Please have 3 on the setting there. Just the power setting. So, and it's been half an hour driving down the pit lane. And yeah, there's a Lexus in front of us. And Beltrade also not particularly far behind. Somebody coming in here. Let's wait for him. think I should have raced this guy out of the pit lane. Guess that would have eliminated the problem. The thing is, he is going wide and everything here, but like... he's not going wide enough that I would be like, yeah, he's basically abandoned his lap at that point. My brother in Christ, you can go all the way over here. This is not Alpha Factor 2, you don't have to keep in the wide line there. This is a good layout. Not a shit one. I don't have much space behind because there's camps like 4 seconds behind. In front of him would be good space, but you know, I'm stuck here till he lets me by.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
And there comes camps, so like I can't slow down much more than this. This is it. And he's continuing on as well. This is gonna be fun. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be in his gearbox in about 5 seconds or so.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That worked nicely. Yeah, I've been demoted down to 3rd right now. Oh god, wheel spin on the curb there. That cost me. Nice. Nicely for this corner. Let's see, where do we come out? P1 again. Again, we're the last one to set a lap here. 3 minutes to go, 2 laps. Walk up there even.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Yeah, left eye's like getting over pressured. Should have probably been more aggressive on those with the pressure reduction. And I ate too much curve there. That was too much.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
A has given up. Perhaps giving myself more spacing to the beam in front. Oh god, nope, that is not good. Time for one more lap. That's done it. Wee, that's a bit deep. Still carrying some of the speed out of the corner.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh, again, another front lockup. Spacing should be enough to the beam on front. Penrose has improved, but he has also one more lap to go. Again, he who sets the last lap has the best advantage here. That was not a good exit. Now it's all dependent on this final corner here. Decent power application, but could have been better.
Session is now over.
Belshad also has another lap where they can make up 210s. It's way too tight to call.
Cut detected.
This is way too tight to call. Okay, Penrose is done. He's not getting an improvement anymore. That looks a bit deep. That's a bit much curb. I don't know if this is gonna be improvement at this rate. Because I could take that section a lot faster than what he's right now doing. Yeah, deep again. Oh yeah, he's coming in. We have obviously Steinhäusler, who could improve as well. A bit further up. Darren is back down in P8s. Well, this guy must be driving from hood cam, considering he's not using a windscreen wiper. Yeah, he improved up to P6, yeah, nicely done. That's basically it. But yes, a pole position. Me. No, it's not a stupid track, I like it. It's nice. I kind of like this track. I don't know.
Right, we have some wind conditions. Watch out for curbs and exit and remember to brake early.
Yeah, thank you for that information. So, trim the car in 4 minutes. So, 60 liters, Strat 2. The thing is, it is proper wet, but like, it's gonna do a similar arc likely than what we had in qualifying just now. So, and we will have more fuel on the car, so I will, I think, go down on the right side tires by 0.3, and the left side I will take another 0.2 out of them. Oh, 0.3. So, that should balance the car nicely. Now, I should have probably put my rice set into strategy 2, but this works nice enough. This is not too bad. Yeah, it's gonna be fun here. There's a long run up to turn 1 with an Aston next to me. Like, I might have the initial power, but that Aston has the long pull, Yeah, that's my point. I think it's gonna be interesting with you into turn 1 here. Good luck to you as well. Because I might have the initial launch here, but that Aston, I fear you on this long run-up having enough chance to get back by. It's a very long run-up. Good luck to you as well. Yeah, but like, as I said, there's long straight, so... You might build back up speed to get back at me. And hey, I've dealt actually with Aston drivers beating me to the punch. Even though qualifying on pole at Brands, so... Yeah, I don't underestimate this guy ever. We shall see. 60 minutes to go. Very wet conditions here. This is gonna be a tough one for sure. As far as I can see, it's pretty wet out here. Standing water. And there's no rain in 15 minutes. Brilliant. More germs and top 10 than birds. Right. 1 minute. $21.30. Temperatures have gone up as well. So me reducing tire pressure probably plays nicely into this. Oh yeah. Chris is also directly behind me. That's gonna be also fun. We shall see. So, gridding up. Select the correct pick strategy. So that's pre-configured. Check engine launch. Yes.
Going single file.
So. You used to be a bodybuilder, but then you took an arrow to the knee. But yes, we know that, Andrea. How are you doing? It's been... Well, not actually that long. You were there 2 days ago when I was streaming Microsoft Flight Sim, but I did miss when you chatted. I had an entire streak of me not looking at the chat when somebody was in the chat. It was like, I check the chat, nobody is there. Then I focus on something. And then I look back on the chat and it's like, oh, somebody was there. Yeah, it's the difference, but like in sim racing I have my chat up there, and when flight sim I had it down here. So it's out of the way. But obviously that's had some issues. Right, so it obviously presents some issues. A bunch of heat here into the brake discs. That's pretty cool. Have you actually probably been to on 500 then? Well, you probably didn't press drive. Yeah. I had some luck when I flew into here with Flight Sim. I was... Especially because some funny shenanigans on the landing, because it was completely visual conditions, but I had forgotten to change the altimeter setting, so I was like, why is my minima call not coming in? And it's like, oh yeah, because My plane thinks it's way higher than it actually is. That could have been dangerous. But doesn't matter. I saw the runway by the time I realized that. It's like, oh, yep, I... Already completely stabilized there. Oh, yeah, right, we need to change the settings back. Right, Jesus, why is the speed so extra low today? Oh, I'm not used to starting on pole, I guess, maybe that also.
Green light, go, go, go.
Yeah. Matthias has not gotten the best launch there.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
But he outbroke me completely into turn
On
one.
the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Okay, these two are beefing behind me. I should just take the hint and just go. But yeah, one of the probably funnier things that had happened was when I flew into Berlin. It's like on when we were still before I headed onto the approach. It's like there was like I'm like, huh? Where's the airport? There's a massive cloud over there that had just enveloped specifically the airport. Like everywhere else, like not much clouds, but like. It was till ground level, like just a cloud. The airport had a personal cloud there. It was not a fun approach at all. That was quite a difficult landing.
Main window is opening.
Jesus, don't give me heart attacks like that. Oh fuck. That got close a bit. Tire pressure's a bit low, but we're gonna have less rain coming in soon. Rain will stop in 15 minutes again. Less than 15 minutes, probably like closer to 10. This session runs on 2x time acceleration. We're slightly getting away, which is good. On the brakes there.
Fastest lap of the race. Good job.
Yeah, well, Bosch had actually gained 2/10 on that lap on me. Ah, I made the same mistake he made last lap. It's too early on the brakes. He's getting fast into the rhythm than me, which is impressive. He's probably playing it a bit too easy. Any earlier we're gonna any later we're gonna understeer off there. No, we want engine map 8. Thank you. Half a second behind from him. Yeah, he just went another half a second faster than me. Yeah. He means serious business here. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Just about caught that one. Come on. That is still in bounds, which is hilarious. Brake probably a bit later here. I'm in this corner loves to just shoot you straight. Oh, he understeered there wide completely. So he holds a faster lap than me. It will be interesting to see how he would plan to execute an overtake on me. Because compared to the Nordschleife where he just had to be within like a second to me on the touching of her, 8/10 would have probably been enough there to guarantee an overtake. Here he would need, well, a bit more in some ways. Jesus, I'm seemingly braking way too early. Has me on the brakes today again. That's where I feel like there's a bit of danger from him. Coming from multiple car links back and making an overtake stick. Seems like I have a slight advantage for the final corner. If he is closer than half a second. Brakes! That was not good to turn one. A lot of what? A steer moment there on the brakes. Brakes seemingly seizing up. Yeah, light rain, and there's no rain for the next 15 minutes. Oh, it's gonna get interesting here. Because we might genuinely see a wet to dry race here. At this rate. Yep, rain has stopped now. Oh fuck, that was not good. That was too much. Excuse me, I got invalidated for track limits and get told that I just set my first the fastest lap. How do these two things fit into the same sentence? Yeah, we need to also switch the windscreen wiper off. Don't need it right now. Yeah, tire pressures are coming high already for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello? Brakes. Stupid windscreen wiper. Off, you piece of shit. I don't want you anymore. No rain for at least 15 minutes. But, you know, there's, after that, at least half the race still to go. He's doing tire cooling here already. Oh, I broke way early there. I think we're getting close to taking this corner flat again. Does it actually do anything in terms of cooling the tires? Or is it just placebo? I think it's probably placebo. Well, doesn't make enough of a difference to matter. If this continues like this, we might need to change onto dry tires. He's staying right about there. Penrose is also not particularly too far behind us. Man, I wasn't sure I gotta stop into turn 1 there. Front end is starting to bite suddenly. Well, that's a bit deep. Yeah, real tires are starting to cook. The sun is starting to come out. I think we have to consider here a dry swap. Would prefer knowing what the weather is towards the end of the race, but at this point we are approaching the switchover point rather quickly. About to say, is he gonna come in? It's still quite slippy. Yeah, track is still officially declared wet. Oh yeah, okay, there's rain coming in again. 15 minutes heavy rain again. Okay. Well, that's... well, that helps the decision making. We'll have to now run on these tires here for a while, as they're dying. Oh, come on, come on. I think he's trying to cool his tires. I know it works in like R-Factor 2, but like the wet water offline there is also quite extreme. And something else, R-Factor 2 still did way better. I think this lengthy in dry conditions is gonna be fun. Because it might completely go dry at this rate. Oh, brakes, not again! I don't know why it likes skidding there so much. Like it just skids massively there. Okay, our track has already gone damp. This is gonna be fun. Because soon the track will go dry optimum and brakes? What the fuck are my brakes doing? They really aren't turning up anymore. Yep, there it is. There it is, the message. Dry optimum. But with this pit lane for 10 minutes dry tires, that's gonna be fun. So 3/10 though.
Cars exiting a bit, watch out.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much more overspeed over me. Maybe with slipstream he would, you know, have a chance. But he's choosing not to do slipstreaming to maybe cool his tires. Perhaps, hopefully. So the track has not gone dry optimum. This is gonna get very fun very quickly. Brakes. Yeah, for some reason I can't stop for this specific corner. Guarantee as soon as I hit the pit lane, when in the 5-minute window will swing. It's a hard sell, but like the problem is these wet tires are gonna increasingly not do particularly well here. I think we have one of the dry runners coming up to us right now. To unlap himself. This is gonna get spicy very quickly. He's way too close for my liking at this point. Now he's going for it.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
How the fuck is he even remotely making the corner after that?
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, that's the position lost. Considering he seems to be doing much better in these dry conditions here than my car. Yeah, he's just taking off at this point. When is the rain finally coming back? Brakes! Oh, why is my brakes not specifically not working? My car's specifically refusing to stop. Is the ABS playing around again? Do I need to move the brake bias rearwards, forwards? Which way do you want to stop again? It still continues to not wanting to stop. Not gonna let me even run off. Yeah, it's very annoying. Break this kaput. I'll bounce off the wall there. Problem is, he's really faster than me in these conditions, so. Barring him running out of tires soon as well. Because both of us are on super inflated tires here. Oh, he is wide. Not enough. Still waiting for the rain to finally knock at the door, because 15 minutes has been... Okay, it's getting darker. But still, rain has not entered the 5-minute window yet. Ah. Yep, now it's finally, we have light rain in 5 minutes. Light rain in 5. So I think we will do 3 laps, pit in. 3 laps to pit in. Maybe we move the brake bars forward and see if that fixes the problem. Because I had massive oversteer when coming off the brake there in turn 1. Yeah, he's starting to completely escape me here. Right, bodywork repairs off. Predicting about 25 liters till the end. That's a bit wide for me. Yeah, an entry. He's not having it easy either, but like he's doing better. That's kind of the problem. Brakes? Nope. Okay, good. What the fuck was that? I definitely did not press that button. I didn't even get close to it. Why did my pit limiter engage there? I wasn't even close to that button. Thanks, game. Thanks, fucking Moza. Thanks. Why is that a thing that your wheel does occasionally? That definitely wasn't even close. I wasn't with my... If anything, should have been moved the selector over there, because that one I had my hand over. Brakes, come on. But yeah, I think we're not winning this one here now. It's a tight race, and nope, as soon as I lose a position, it's gone. Can't do anything. 5 minutes till heavy rain. As I said, we will do. We're pitting already now. Put the fresh set on, get the pressures down. Because we're losing so much ground at this point. It's not even absolutely normal at all. Brakes, come on. Brakes, please. Got that nailed. So now go down 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3 up again. Because there's heavy, heavy rain incoming. Fresh set tires on. One more tire to go.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way
Come
to go.
on.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Let's go, go, go.
And there comes the rain. I timed that perfectly. Windscreen wiper better on. Because this meant that like the last few minutes here we're spending in the track and water back in while we are driving out the pit lane. Green, greasy. Take obviously a bit till it gets proper wet again. Penrose has jumped me by like 10 seconds. He's done the pit stop. The question is, has he changed on the dries? Or is he also continuing on wets like me? Either is probably on dries. Struggling. Can expect the leader to also be in the pits now. Thank you. Tires obviously going high pressure again.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. There's a slow car ahead.
There's a Ferrari in the pits for position. 2 of them. Tires are overheating again. Oh, let's say they have a bit more grip now than before. Obviously have a heavy increase in rain very quickly. So track should get wet properly relatively fast. He basically slid the pit entry there. Yeah, Penrose is in. That's expected. I was sort of thinking he had. Yeah, Belshed is also in the pit lane right now. He's on the pit exit right now. And I successfully completed the undercut there. By just cleverly planning it so that like the last few minutes of the really bad dry conditions were spent with me standing in the pit lane. Tire pressures are starting to come down as the track finally wets in. Somebody is leading still. Yeah, Store has also not pitted. He hadn't pitted even at this. At all. But he's, well, only 43 seconds ahead. Considering 43 seconds is roughly the time spent just driving through this pit lane. He's basically ready to be dispatched. Bellshed is long from done here. Have a long race still to go, especially in very wet conditions as upcoming. Yeah, my tire pressure is actually shooting low already, and we haven't even hit the worst of the rain. You have to be so on top of the tire pressures. Quite aggressive at times with it. Yeah, the guy is now in the pits as well. Brakes. Yeah, Bellshed incoming again. Once more. Main thing I need to avoid is him getting under like 3/10 or so out of the final corner. Push hard just to stop him from gaining on me. We're starting to wash wide here. All those marker boards have been murdered because people regularly shoot wide there. Understandable, considering I have to basically brake before the first marker board. He's kind of faster for the final corner. I don't like that. Okay, that guy's off. But he's entering right in front of me, and I get massive oversteer there. Jesus. Lost like over half a second there, and I'm still not past the guy. Come on. Getting outplayed in my element, which is rain and changing conditions by someone else, is not a fun experience. He got stuck longer by him. Gave me a bit of an advantage. Jesus Christ. We're washing completely all over the place. Maybe go up a click on the TC. Just to help me a bit. Can break later here though. Well, I say that in Belgium because it's too deep. Gives me some lap time back. Jesus, it's locking here into this corner. Actually made up a bit of ground in Belshite this lap. Conditions are obviously tough here. Brakes not well working. But we're gonna obviously have to endure here. Well, not even the heaviest rain yet. That's incoming in less than 5. Do you have any of that visibility? Keep flying again.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Didn't want to shop too hard here. Yeah, Penrose holds the fastest lap. Not too surprising. He put dry tires on for a bit. This lap Belshad made up a lot of ground back in me again. And I really wasn't losing much ground anywhere. I was just driving and he just made up a second or so on me. It doesn't make sense. Deep. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, I always underestimate how much pressure you need to put in extra when the track gets really wet. Yeah, we're now in monsoon conditions. This is the highest ACC rain condition. At least what I know. Jesus. When even the Porsche can't exit the corner anymore. Yo 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 yo. he's stubbornly sticking to me. Continuing to close back in, like he has so much pace, it's fucking unreal. He's flying here. I've been basically only surviving from the traffic, which seems to have not played too far in his favor. Come on, down. Yeah, he made up like 3/10 just out of the exit of this corner. He continues to have better brakes than me. It's downright surreal to be out-wetted by an Aston. He experienced a bit of understeer there and lifted a tad bit. Yeah, he's continuing to still close in. 11 minutes to go. Brakes! Ugh. Tiniest mistake in these conditions here will give him the position. Broke early here after that massive loss of traction there. Yeah, he's got down to 3/10 now. Because he just has so much pace for some reason. Jesus, wash up again. Brakes. I don't know. Lot of outwash, lot of outwash. I think he was also pushing it there, because maybe he saw me struggling there through the corner. We'll definitely have heavy rain till the end of the race.
Yellow flag is acted.
Yeah, track is still wet considered, not flooded. Even though I would argue this is basically flooded. There's not much difference anymore at this point. Scary part is him actually pulling those dives back up. Oh, not again! Will he struggle again for the final corner? I think that's for the first time that I've got a positive trade, but that's only by 500ths of a sec. Well, 5,000ths of a second, sorry. We're tight down to the hundredths of a second. And he got a drive through in front of us. Just politely, how? Okay, I mean, I've got one cut track so far. From hitting the wall. Lost traction there again. More traffic. He's got a slip there, the Beamer. Okay, he's getting out of the way. About 4/10 this time around. He had a better run. He's slowly continuing to actually close the gap down on average. Brakes? What the fuck was that again? He's just nibbling a 10th at a time from me. Two tenths only behind entering the straightaway.
Slow car ahead.
Where's the impedance? Oh, got a slip there over the curb. Oh, get out, wash. He's coming positioning himself again to do the same thing he did last time. Oh, there's so much water out there. But he had a not particularly great run for the corner. 5 minutes to go. Oh. Means about 4 laps, I think.
There's a slow car ahead.
It's Daz. Using his Bentley for lawn mowing again. He's not having a particularly great time. He even ate some grass behind me. Oh, there's some fun lag issues. I ate a bit of curb down the entry. Come on. brakes. Oh, just about pulled up. Oh boy, he dropped back a lot. Yeah, the track is improving a bit here for the last few laps. Idle again. Right. Depending on how the timer falls, this might be coming up to the last lap. Okay, well, it's getting out of the way, good. Jesus Christ. I'm already at the limit of what my car can stop with. And he just decided, like, fuck it, we're gonna ball. Come on, what is the time remaining? Yeah, 1 lap to go, 1 lap to go.
Right, mate, this is your last lap and you're the leader. Keep it together.
Yeah. Yui! The second near collision in about 40 seconds. Come on. Just a few more corners, just a few more corners. But they're like some of the most critical here. Oh, we're washing high again, yeah. He just has that bit more braking. We just need to complete this corner, yeah. Oh, hallelujah! GG, man! Oh! That was tight. Oh, that was tight. So, TC off. So. That was a tough drive. Let me briefly... We actually won the championship in the end here. Oh, somebody hit me. Who won in the end here? Because I wanted to briefly actually grab the... Could I actually make up a position in the standings in the final round? So I don't think so. It was Chris Jones versus Darren Jones. And... not Chris Jones, Chris Penrose versus Darren Jones. Welshed was also in the fight here. He might have just clutched it. What are the end standings here? Yeah, Penrose in P6. Yeah, Jones in P10. I don't think Jones is gonna win it at that rate. What's the scoring table here? 30 points for win, 26 points then for him, and then Penrose got 16. So yeah, that shouldn't be enough for Matthias to win the championship just about. Because yeah, he was 6 points behind and he's getting 10 points on him. Ivan didn't show up, so I will jump Ivan. But I don't think the other two are... They're 28 and 29 points ahead of me, so this is not gonna happen. We're not jumping anybody, we're getting up to P4. It does throw this, like, what if scenario in. What if I had only that, you know, one DNF? It's like that second DNF hurt me so much. If I had gotten the third place that I should have been able to do in Spa, or like just the top 5, that would have just completely inverted championship here, because I would be like, let's just go with a P5, like that's 18 points. So I would be not really in the fight. Like I would have been heading into this round with 118 points, and yeah, I mean, maybe I would have perhaps gotten Darren, but I don't think I would have gotten Matthias here. He would have probably won that, even with that change. So everybody's gathered here in the driver's briefing channel. Let's just go in there.
3 seasons. I just want to extend a big thank you for all your effort this season, which there is going to be a season for. I do hope that we see you back in here. We've got some terrific battles, and we've had some great highlights from yourself throughout this season as well. And I'm just glad that you've got some racing in between, all of this madness in between. So I want to say congratulations on the big improvements that we've all seen from that McLaren, especially this season. So a big thank you, Blair, for season 3. Well done.
Thank you for having me. It's a very fun season.
The pleasure, Blair. Right, next up will be our winner. It's Lukas Lichten, and before Justin starts with the driver interview, I just want to congratulate you for last week, winning the Nordschleife, the right place, the right time, and then bringing that performance over into Indianapolis. I just want to ask very briefly, was a race win on the cards tonight for you? Was it something you was thinking about in the back of your mind, or was it a surprise that you were up at that position?
I mean, I do like this circuit, funnily enough. Yes, I have a terrible taste in tracks, but I do like this layout specifically in ACC, especially because we don't have to adhere to the white line on the back straight like you have to in the R-Factor 2 layouts. That makes that corner actually flow pretty decent. There's a lot of good flow on this track. I like the circuit. I've been reasonably successful here. Wet obviously suits my Porsche as well, but so far this championship I've not been really at the front. I've been mixing up in the top 5 whenever my pedal doesn't collapse or my internet decides to die.
But I think you've had the pace to be at that sharp end, but over the last 2 rounds you've certainly shown everybody in the championship just what sort of raw talent you actually have there, and obviously 2 wins on the bounce from Nordschleife and Indianapolis, 2 very different tracks, showing just a great diversity in your skills that you have behind the wheel. I'd be very, very proud of both the achievements, and yeah, I just wanted to congratulate you for the win tonight as well, pushed all the way by Matthias Balashert.
Yeah.
interesting battle between the pair of you, and thank you very much for giving us one hell of an entertaining stream for the final round of the GT Challenge series. Congratulations on your win, Lucas, and I hope if there is the Season 4 coming up, you come and join us and put a few more wins under your belt. But for me and everyone else at the championship, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here, Lucas. Thank you ever so much for your time and effort over the course of this season. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Just add something.
I need to add something really quick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm just
Yeah.
watching your stream, Lucas.
Chris
Are you in
did
VR?
not-
Yes.
Chris did, wait a second.
Yes, I
Chris
do.
did not win the championship.
What?
Mattis placed so high that he outscored Chris and is 3 points ahead.
Yeah, he scored 10 points more than Chris this round.
Yeah,
Alright. Well done.
And that's
he
that's
was
enough.
just 6 points behind them.
Well, I apologise.
So,
I apologise.
Mattis is our championship winner of season 3.
Jesus, well, I take everything back and find out that was well done to Lieutenant Fellowship, who is the Season 3 GT Challenge Series champion. I completely bolted that up, that must be said. I completely wrote off Mattis, who started P3 today in the standard. So, yeah, without further ado, just didn't take away the drive victory. Thank you.
Yeah, so Dave, just sort out your question, what you wanted to say.
No, I just watching Lucas's stream, and he's running VR, which is quite astonishing to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, how is the feeling in racing in VR, especially in this condition?
I mean, it's not too bad. I think VR specifically, I don't know if because I run slightly lower particle settings than most people do, I don't have too much issues with spray, although when it got really wet it was getting up there in terms of conditions, but it's not too bad. I've been driving in VR for years at this point, so like I'm relatively experienced with it. Frame rate was good today. Yeah, it's not too much of a problem.
No, good. I'm just interested. First person I've seen using VR in a championship, really. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, heading over to, what should I say, I think it's time for Peter Cry. So, I don't exactly know where you ended up right now. Give me a second, I can...
I think it was 13th.
Yeah. I will load up the question, the results, but how was your race going?
I felt pretty solid in the Lexus. I don't know, it treats me well in the rain as usual. I made some mistakes, and unfortunately I had to stop and go for speeding in the pit lane, so that's why I ended up a bit further down the ranks than expected.
Yeah, 13th, I see it right now. Did you have any specific plan as dry phase came up?
I was just gonna hold P4. The top 3 were getting away from me there. That was my goal for that race. That's pretty much it.
Anything you want to add to the way the season just developed?
Oh man, it's nice to have a tight final race where the standings aren't exactly clear for the final race. So yeah, enjoyed the season a lot. I think I joined in from round 3, so I didn't join every race, but hopefully if there's a next season, I will be there from the start.
Alright, thank you for racing with us. And yeah, I think there should be a 4th season incoming after a little break from my side, but yeah, I'm looking forward to have you on the grid.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for hosting the races and everything. Thanks to JR for commentating. It also adds a nice extra layer to everything. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks. Coming up to Mark Jones. How was your race going? He just disconnected. Alright, then Mark Rust. Getting up to our, I think, the prettiest car on the track, Raymond.
Hello.
How was your race going?
Pretty wet. I enjoyed myself. It was
You've in position.
Well, that livery makes everybody wet, to be fair.
I know, right? It's
Yeah, here's him just flying by me in turn 1. Like, he broke a bit too late, but like I was a lot cautious into turn 1, and yeah, I squeezed him down here a bit. And I come a bit back here. Here in the room. That was... And yeah, they didn't have too much to say, they just had to congratulate me on the win. There was not too much to say. Where do we have here? To start here. Man, how much later he's on the break than all of us. But yeah, this... Like, even if I hadn't had my... Like I said, we can look now at the standings again, and, like, consider that. If I had scored correctly here on one of the rounds. Yeah, I mean, there's 18 points. As I said, they would jump Darren, but, and they would also jump Chris, although you have to also consider that both of these would be moved down a position in one of the rounds due to that. Let's check the results. Spa results here. Yeah, Matthias finished second in Spa. That's the Porsche driver. Yeah, he's been promoted. Why is he in C6? Didn't he finish much higher up in Spa? Thought I watched him climb all the way up. Did you have like a moment on the last lap or something? Cause I remember him being way further up. Whatever. But yeah, Chris P4 there, Matthias P6. I don't think I would have moved those too much. Although I do remember Matthias having like damage or something. All of these like drop back massively because of damage on Spawn, but like Spawn seems to be clean. I don't know. Things happens.
Just studied up on it. I don't know, some standard round with you. There at the end, chasing him all the way to the divine. I couldn't beat Lukas because 60 days. And yeah, just a big congratulations. Like I've extended my thanks to everybody who's took part in this championship. I appreciate your effort and showing up every week and choosing to spend your time with us. And I couldn't be prouder, as I am for the previous champions, to have you as one of the champions and the current champion of our league of the GT Challenge Series. You're a very deserved winner and champion. Yeah, very respectful racer out on track. And you'll make for a great champion here at the GT Challenge Championship. So just a big congratulations to you, which all that extends from all of us. Big love for tonight.
Yeah, thanks, but also big thank you to you and all the guys. It was pretty fun here.
Well, we'll try and make it as fair as possible for everybody across the board. And yeah, I get to do the easy job, I guess, while you all are the stars of the show. Without you guys, none of this works without you guys. So I just appreciate every single one of you for all of your effort and all of your commitment over the course of the season. got a very, very deserving championship, champion of the tennis as well. So, big look. Is there anyone else that was at the door beginning?
Yeah, we admins did not.
Okay, so we'll move into Rory and David. David with a very surprising P4. Where did you pull that rabbit out of the hat?
What do you mean surprising?
Yeah, well,
What
now
do you mean
all-
surprising?
Anyway, yeah, you surprised everybody. You surprised
Well,
me.
to be fair, even I was surprised when I qualified fourth. I was
You
a
stayed
shock.
out really long on your tyres, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like 39
Went into the first corner, got bumped, and then Dirk decided he was going to spin me round again. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Other than that, I mean, you pulled out some massive performance at the end, didn't you, McLaren?
yeah, I mean, I didn't pit, and I fueled long actually. I put 60 litres in, so I thought the weather might change and then go back, and it turns out it did actually.
Yeah, I think you chose the right strategy. In the
Yeah, the tyres were absolutely. There was 38 degrees by the time nearly 39 degrees by the time the rain came.
Yeah, you
But-
maxed out this strategy.
Yeah, I took out the life of the tyres, but I got a couple more laps on them and then switched over, and it worked out all right actually.
It definitely worked, and we get to see you again Tuesday on AOR, don't we, for the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife round.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to be
Interesting.
just surviving, I think, just to get some points in the bag, really. For
Well, hopefully you're streaming, aren't you? I think for
yeah, I'll post it with my usual enthusiasm and chattiness. I think it'll go down well.
There's
Just
a lot
don't
of people
forget
in
to
it.
unmute yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot, yeah,
No,
exactly, yeah.
well, yeah, I might be muted. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of people in the championship here that stream. There's obviously David Starr on his YouTube channel, Lucas Lichten, who also streams on YouTube. Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, do go check them out on their YouTube channels. They're worth a subscribe. They're worth watching. And yeah, other than David that doesn't talk, Lucas is very entertaining. So yeah, I mean, go over to their YouTube channels and drop them a sub. They're well worth it. But well done, David, on a surprising P4 tonight. Well done, David. And a big thank you also, David, for being the sole supplier of the ACC Pro app. You see them fancy graphics that come up on the stream? That is all down to David's store. Without David, none of that would be possible, and we'd be stuck with the standard graphics for ACC. So just a massive hand and massive thank you to David for being a big part of making it all look good and run well in the background. Thank you, David.
Yeah, it's cancelled as of tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you. On to the Nordschleife. Good luck, my friend. We've got Richard Rory Horse in there too, who's battling at the end, and I must say, some very, very unfair driving from a certain Porsche. He's
What?
not at that position.
Oh, it's excellent. I had a really good race. It was a lot of fun. Haven't raced Indy before, but yeah, I really enjoyed the track.
That's good news that you actually sat out there and enjoyed it. But yeah, it looked like a fun race. You were always there.
Yeah, that man, I was sighed a relief when I crossed the line. That was tough. I was super tough. I was completely at the end. You had the pace the entire way. I didn't have anything really to offer up in terms of pace. You especially were good on the brakes. That was something I just couldn't offer up. That's something. Like, you were constantly closing in on the brakes. I couldn't done that. Yeah, thanks, Daz. You weren't doing particularly too well. I think I lapped you at one point again off of the grass. I was like, yeah, that's not too great. But I was very busy, just surviving, not making a single mistake because it will immediately cost me a position. Effectively, it was when I bumped the tire pressures a bit during the pit stop up from the first stint. But they definitely went way low. I was below 29 when it was very heavy raining. Yeah, you were not doing too well. You were doing better when we raced in Sudo here. Yeah, I mean, you were fighting Chris for the championship, so there was that. Chris, however, decided to do the swap on the dries. I'd thought about it. I'd pulled the pit menu up, and in that precise moment, it showed up 15 minutes heavy rain, and I was like, okay, I will stay on the dries. And then I drove the dry, not stay on the dries, just stay on the wets. I stay on the wets, you obviously, I think you had already gone by that time when I pulled that up on the pit menu. And like, when it went down to 5 minutes, when it finally popped into the 5-minute window, I went, okay, 3 more laps, then I pit. So we're gonna spend the last moments that it's not raining standing in the pit lane. I've done that strategy before in a race where I didn't change the tires. There was no mandatory tire change, you just needed to refuel them because it was GT4s, I just took a bit of fuel. And I used that to just save the tires for the short moment that it wasn't raining in that race. So stuff like that is stuff that I pull. And yeah, I pulled to the pit lane after only 2 laps and got the fresh tires on. And when I was driving out, it started to rain. Right. But yeah, well done, Matt, for winning the championship. That was, despite me taking the win from you, which has made it a bit more difficult. Yeah, well, they can go up to 40 psi, but the last time I've hit those pressures is a bit ago. When I did that in an LFM in a GT4 race, that's a few years ago at this point. Rain was incoming, and I started on a bone-dry track on wet tires on my Maserati. And the first 2 laps or so were hell. Like, when you hit 40 psi, the car starts just wandering on the tire. It's like a hovercraft at that point. It's a very surreal experience to drive. Obviously, when the rain soaked the track finally, the pressures came down, everybody else pitted, and I just cruised to an easy victory. That's... so, yeah. Yeah, Chris, I think, took the fastest lap point because of his swap onto dry tires, but obviously, again, swapping onto dries was not the strategy in the end. Again, I was considering it myself as well. If it had stayed a bit longer, this would have perhaps worked, but like those 45 seconds on this track to drive down the pit lane is just kills any strategy you can do. You're just best off staying out like as long as you humanly can get away with. And yeah, that's obviously what struck you up pretty badly. Right. Yeah, there's a reason why I pitted up when I pitted, so as I said, so I could spend the time in the pit lane waiting for the rain to come. And still my tire, and I spent the first like 2 laps or so, my tires got back up to like 33, 34 again, PSI, but like, it obviously started to cool because the rain was already starting to come down already. It's just, that gave me obviously also the advantage, which allowed me to gain 4 seconds on you. Because that's the difference, roughly. I had also pretty good pit entry. Nail was right on the spot for the pit speed. I had a pretty good pit in, pit box in, pit box out, and yeah, that worked pretty well in the end. Was a bit surprised when I jumped here still, but it worked out. Like, holy hell! Like, especially when it was very much raining a lot, and you were just constantly gaining on like 1/10, 1/10, 1/10. It didn't stop. You were just constantly getting more and more on me. It never wanted to stop. That was an experience. That was tough, really tough. There. Right, I think I will wrap it up now. Oh yeah, we're still in the Discord call here. You remember, yeah. Oh yeah, right, there was a surprise money for getting into the top 3 and I missed out because of my 1 bad results. Oh, whatever. Makes it easier, I don't need to give information to get the prize money. And I have technically in the past already won prize money. Yeah, it does make sense, but like... it also makes sense to, you know, spend the dry time when the track is the most dry in the pit lane standing, and not when the track is already wet again. Well, I was running the ABS also pretty low. I was running ABS 2 and ran the brake bias 46% back, and it's like, I wasn't gonna gamble particularly low on the ABS, and I wasn't gonna want it. It's like I had at times even, I moved it even forwards for the last few laps in the dry conditions because it started to lock the rears even, and still, like, I just couldn't get the brake performance quite. But it's kind of a consistent issue for me. I don't have the best braking, even though my car should have the best brakes out of all of them. And yeah, you've definitely made it tough, because usually I'm the one who has the advantage in changing conditions like this, and you just persistently and you had the consistency, you had the it's like. It's the ability to stay in the wet conditions consistent, and it's like, this is usually what I have an advantage on it. You were making up on me in these conditions, so that made it extra tough. And like, yeah, GG, that was for sure a tough fight. Right. In any case, congrats to your championship, and all I can say is good night, bye bye. It's, I will desperately need some rest after this. And see you next season, because I'm probably back.